Yeah, I mean, the tariff list, I have to say that, while I think we can all agree that um, last night's list was, how should we say, a little bit of a source of amusement. Um,
Well, it was typical Trump theatrical style,
yeah.
wasn't it? Let's put it that way.
Well, indeed. I mean, I was looking at some of the retaliatory tariffs, and to my mind, there's been a lot of speculation as how they've arrived at those numbers. For example, there's one example there, Norfolk Island, right? It's getting 29% tariffs, right? It sits in the middle of, I think, the Indian Ocean and it's Australian
Hmm.
territory, and Australia gets 10% tariffs. How does that work?
Well, I can tell you exactly how it works because some helpful people on the internet have actually backed out the formula that Trump used. And I've got to warn any of our listeners, particularly if you're trade policy experts, this may hurt your ears because the way that Trump has calculated what tariff and non-tariff percentage other countries are charging the United States is as follows. He's taken the trade deficit that that country has with the United States, divided it by the amount of goods, importantly goods, not services, just goods, that that country sends to the United States and said, okay, well, that ratio, that percentage is what you charge us. So halve it, and that's what I'm going to charge you. And I'm going to say it's fair because it's only 50% of what you charge us. There is absolutely no economic rhyme nor reason to that whatsoever. And of course, for those countries where that horrible, horrific calculation yields a figure below 10%, Trump has turned around and gone, well, we're just going to charge you 10% for good measure, which is why the UK and Australia have these 10% baseline tariffs, but also why we've got some Pacific islands where there are no humans and only penguins inhabit them that also now have a 10% tariff on their heads. So, yeah, very, very comprehensive in terms of who's been targeted and frankly very, very incoherent in how those levies have been calculated.
Well, yeah, I think, Norfolk Islands is part of Australia, so surely it should have
But
the same
it's the same with the
tariff
Falklands.
as, yeah, well, yeah, 82% was it, the
Yeah,
Falklands? I mean,
God
that
knows.
just makes no sense whatsoever, unless, of course, someone in the Trump administration thinks that's where penguin chocolate bars come from.
To be honest, some of the stuff that they've said over the last couple of days, I really would not be ruling that out at this point.